Hello students, in today's class we are going to discuss about cube root. Cube root of a number n is that number which when multiplied by itself 3 times gives n as the product. For example, 2 cube is equal to 8. So, cube root of 8 is equal to 2. Similarly, 5 cube is equal to 125. So, cube root of 125 is equal to 5. Now, what are the methods to find cube root of a number? Number 1 is express the given numbers as the product of primes. After that, make groups in triplets of same prime. And the last one is, after you make the primes into its triplets, take out one factor from each triplet of primes, multiply them together. The product so obtained is the required cube root of the given number. Now we have some examples to understand how to find out cube root. The first one is, find the cube root of the number 1728 by prime factorization. As discussed earlier, you have to first convert the given number into its prime factors. And after you convert into prime factors, we have 1728 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2. There's one triplet of 2 into another triplet of 2 into third triplet of 3. So when you have to find out cube root of this number, which is 1728, you have to take out one prime from each triplet. So while finding out the cube root, it is equal to 1 2 from first triplet into second 2 from second triplet into 3 will be from third triplet. So the total cube root of the number will be their product, which is equal to 12. Hence cube root of 1728 is 12. Example 2 says, by what smallest number should 55125 be multiplied so that the product becomes a perfect cube? Also find out the cube root of the product. We have also done similar kind of questions in the previous lesson also, which was finding out the cube. Now how are we going to do the solution? You have to first express the given number into its prime factors. So 55125 is written as 3 into 3 into 1 triplet of 5 into 7 into 7. So now if you see the right hand side of the equation carefully, we have one triplet of number 5 which occurs thrice. But number 3 and number 7 occur twice. Therefore, the smallest number by which the given number must be multiplied so that the product is a perfect cube will be 3 into 7, that is 21. Then product will be equal to left hand side into 3 into 7 and right hand side into 3 into 7. And after we multiply by 3 into 7 towards right hand side of the equation, we have converted 3 also into triplet form and 7 also into its triplets. Therefore, the cube root of the product is equal to 3 into 5 into 7, which is equal to 105. Next example is, find the cube root of minus 512. As we know that cube root of minus 512, if a minus sign is given along with the number, what you have to do? Simply take out minus sign and then write cube root of the given number. So just we have to only bring minus sign outside. That's it. Rest as we have done earlier, you have to express 512 into prime factors. And after you convert into prime factors, while finding out the cube root of this number, we have to take one prime from each triplet. So 2 into 2 into 2. Cube root of 512 is 2 into 2 into 2 is equal to 8. But you were supposed to find out cube root of minus 512. So cube root of minus 512, since we have taken minus sign outside, so minus sign outside and then put the value of cube root of 512. So it will be minus 8. Next we move on to cube root of product of integers. Now this rule says if we have cube root of AB, it will be written as AB raised to the power 1 by 3. Cube root of any number is written as power 1 by 3. And using the laws of exponent, we will write it as A to the power 1 by 3 into B to the power 1 by 3. And further we'll convert it into its cube root form. So it will be cube root of A into cube root of B. So this rule says that when two values are multiplied together and we have to find out cube root, we can simply expand it as cube root of A into cube root of B. Let's do this example to understand it better. Evaluate cube root of 27 into 64. So using the above relation, we can write cube root of 27 into cube root of 64. And after you further convert it into its prime factors, 27 will be written as 3 into 3 into 3. And then convert 64 also into its prime factors. And when we have to find out cube root, it will be 1 prime from each triplet. So that will be 1, 3 from the first triplet into 2 into 2, which is equal to 12. Therefore, cube root of 27 into 64 is equal to 12. Now next property is cube root of a rational number. As we have done the cube root of product, now we have to find out cube root of rational numbers. Both the properties are similar. If a rational number is given to you and you have to find out its cube root, we have to first convert cube root into power 1 by 3. And then this power will be written with the numerator and with the denominator separately. So it's written as A to the power 1 by 3 divided by B to the power 1 by 3. And again we'll convert it into their cube root form. So it will be further written as cube root of A divided by cube root of B. Now this example says find out this value, and using this property we have taken out cube root on numerator 216 separately and on denominator, which is 729, separately. And then expressing 216 and 729 into prime factors, we have both the triplets separately. 216 will be written as 1 triplet of 2 into 1 triplet of 3. And when you find out the cube root, it will be 2 into 3, 6. Similarly, 729 is written into product of its prime factors. And when you find out its cube root, it will be written as 1, 3 from each triplet. So it will be 3 into 3, 9. Therefore, cube root of 216 by 729 will be 6 divided by 9. And when you convert the answer into lowest term, it will come out to be 2 by 3. Now let's do one more example in which we have to find out cube root of a decimal number. So if a decimal number is given to you, you have to first convert the number into decimal fraction. So the number 9.261 will be written as 9261 divided by 1000. And using the property which we have discussed earlier just now, cube root of numerator will be written separately and cube root of denominator will be written separately. Convert both numerator and denominator into the product of primes. And when you find out the cube root, then take out 1 prime from each triplet, which will be 3 into 7 in the numerator and 2 into 5 in the denominator. So that comes out to be 21 by 10. And finally, we have to convert the answer into decimal, which will be 2.1. Therefore, cube root of a number 9.261 is equal to 2.1. Now, children, we have one more example which says the volume of a cube is given to you, which is 5832 meter cube. You have to find out length of its side. So let the side of the cube be A meters, which is not given to you. So let's take the side of the cube be A. And as we know the formula of volume of cube, which is equal to side cube. So this value of volume is given to you. So put that value under volume, which is equal to A cube. And as you know, when you have to find out the value of A, it will convert into cube root of the other side. So A is equal to cube root of 5832. And using the same steps to find out the cube root of a number, you have to convert into product of its primes and then take out one prime from each triplet to find out cube root. So it comes out like 2 into 3 into 3, which is 18. Hence, the length of the side of the cube be 18 meter. Children, I hope you have understood the concept to find out the cube roots. So now you all can attempt those questions which are given in worksheet 8.